In today's lesson, we're going to talk about 4 different ways to counter after rolling a punch. This variety and ambiguity in how you're going to attack is going to make you hard to pattern out and give you more success when you fight. Helping me demo today our counters and rolls is going to be our competitor and coach, Renee. Our first way to counter off of the roll is with the delay counter. This is called the delay counter because your attack, your offense, is on full delay. It is a full beat of defense as I roll before coming up with that same side return. So if my opponent attacks me over my left shoulder, I roll all the way around that shot and then attack them from my left side. Works the same way on my right side. This is the counter that most boxers are already familiar with, and it should be well practiced and grooved in your game. Our second way to counter off of the roll is with something we call the Duran Counter, named for famous infighter Roberto Duran. For this, I'm doing half of the roll until my trailing hand is on my opponent's center line, and then I'm explosively standing up and attacking their chin or their solar plexus with this shot. Depending on the distance, this can be an uppercut or a straight punch. And it's important, no matter which one of these I'm selecting, that I don't swing this in from the side like a shovel hook. Otherwise, it's going to be obstructed by my opponent's responsible guard, their elbow. I want to truly make a strong D shape here where I go all the way past my opponent's elbow before lancing up their center line with that counter. If you're enjoying this video, give us a like, a subscribe, and a share. And if you've learned something, share this with the boxer or the enthusiast in your life. Our third way to counter when I roll is with the Dempsey roll. The Dempsey roll, made famous by the anime Hajime no Ippo, one of my favorites. You should watch it. We'll do a breakdown on that someday.
American boxing 界にしえのブロー Dempsey roll.
The Dempsey roll is named for Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey debuted this against Jess Willard, I believe it was, when he took the heavyweight title and famously shellacked that giant in the hot sun to win the heavyweight belt. What this has me doing is it has me swinging my head around my opponent's hook, I imagine, as if I'm making like a Nike swoosh shape, and then slicing up from the far side to hit their center line as they rotate. This attack is categorized by my head being safely elbow side outside of their punch and my fist being on their center line. Try to fight the urge to throw this as a shovel hook, though you can. In its purest sense, this is meant to be a nice clean hook that you rotate, you spiral up into. If I was to put these in sequence, my head would make almost like an infinity sign, where I am riding the shot, rising up to counter, riding the shot, rising up to counter. This really works best if you have an opponent who will hook with you as your head moves side to side. So if I demo this, it's swing, rise, swing, rise, swing, rise, swing, rise. That head making that infinity shape. Our final way to counter off of the roll is with the simultaneous counter or the drag shot. Some coaches call this carrying the hook. I like drag shot because it completes this nice alliteration: delay counter, Duran counter, Dempsey counter, drag shot. Gives me all 4 starting with a D. Might be confusing for the athlete. As a coach, I love it. So, my drag shot here has me dropping with the shot, and instead of waiting for my momentum to come back around to the top of this roll, I'm carrying my momentum through the bottom of this roll. So instead of waiting to be moving back with this shot. As I pass under this shot, boom, I drag my fist along to the body. So if they throw the 4 high, I throw the 4 low. If they throw the 3 high, I throw the 3 low, and I let them rotate into the shot. Specifically, the drag shot with my right hand as I roll to my left side is one of my favorite ways to surprise somebody with a liver shot, because I don't have to get around their elbow to do it with my left hand. I can do this work with my power side hand and surprise them when they think they're gonna clip me. Important things to remember with our delay, Duran, Dempsey, and drag shot counters. So, your primary method for countering your opponent's hooks when you roll is still going to be the delay. The delay is old reliable, it's well practiced, it's taught by most coaches for a reason, and that's because it keeps you the safest as you attack, because it's attacking with the same side. Those same side counters are something you must master early in your boxing development. Now, you want to sprinkle in these other counters either in the right moment because you patterned somebody out, or just enough to stop them from confidently trying to attack you from the far side when you're rolling. One thing that's fun about these counters is I teach them in the sequence that pushes the offense up as you go. So for the delay, it would be 3, full roll, 3. For the Duran, it would be 3, half roll, 6. For the Dempsey, it would be 3, quarter roll, 4. And then the drag shot is just 3, 4. It is a true simultaneous counter. Simultaneous counters are king. The best time to hit somebody is as they try to hit you. Of course, there is risk involved with this, but practice all of these counters and it's going to give you mix-ups in your rhythm, timing, and attacks. It's gonna make your opponent nervous to try to meet you when you're rolling and to try to press their advantage, and ideally it's gonna give you immense levels of success when you fight.